Behind the Ramble is proudly sponsored by Glasby Pallets. They're offering a one-stop solution for all your pallet needs. Get in touch on 01709 585 646 to discuss your pallet requirements. Thank you to Sonny and the team for their support for Behind the Ramble.
Coops here. I subscribe to Blaves Ramble. I keep following, and all the best.
What's happening, Blades? Welcome back to the first time in ages that we've done something for Behind the Ramble. Now, I will be getting better at this, I promise. But I'm just going to give you an example today. A bit of an example of a day in the life of some of the stuff I do to prep. I suppose that's what Behind the Ramble, in essence, is supposed to be. So, the channel I imagine to be a little bit of stuff that I do away from YouTube, which is stuff like the Ubering, but also stuff I do behind the scenes of the Ramble. So today, for example, it is Monday the 3rd of November. On Saturday the 1st, we hit 10,000 subscribers. Absolutely incredible, absolutely unreal. But it's in the middle of a jam-packed football fixture schedule. So we are playing Coventry, who are currently top of the league, tomorrow night, which means there's a press conference on at some point today, because he usually does a press conference the day before, or 2 days before, but obviously he wanted to do one on Sunday. So I've no idea what time that press conference is. So that part of my day is unpredictable. I've penciled it, it's usually either like early in the morning or like after 1:30, something like that. So I've penciled in a retro ramble, which has been promised for ages, that once we hit 10,000 subscribers, or if we were lucky enough to hit 10,000, that I would do a ramble from the kitchen, like old times, before we had the studio. I'm going to do an old school kitchen ramble where we just, yeah, I want to thank everybody, and I'm also going to announce a couple of really exciting things that we've got planned. I mean, I can tell you here because it'll have gone out before, but we've got a couple of new shows. Like in the international breaks, it's usually quite quiet, and I never ever want to, and I've said this all the time, I never want to put content out just for the sake of putting content out. I want to experiment with new ideas, and if something works, brilliant, but if it doesn't really work, or I'm not feeling it, we'll scrap it, because I'm not just going to do something for the sake of it. But Will Socket, one of our mods and one of our Platinum Ramblers, suggested something to me, and I can't believe I've not thought of it before, because it's obvious now that he's said it, but I think it's a great idea. Why not cover off some of the more controversial topics? It might be stuff like, do we need to sell Gus Hamer in January to fund a complete squad rebuild? These sort of topics that we don't really like talking about, but we're all thinking about. So that's one of the things that we're going to be doing. I'm going to call it touchy subjects. So we're going to have a new show called Touchy Subjects for the international break, which I think is really good. But also, the one that I'm really excited about is I've been in touch with the Hilton, which is obviously, it was the Copthorne, so that the hotel that's attached to Sheffield United, or the club leases to the Hilton. So it's a separate entity essentially, but obviously it's really like it's linked to the club directly. So, well, sometimes, for those that don't know, the players, or some of the players, and even the manager, after we've won at home, they'll go in there and celebrate. So I've always had to, like, I knew this was the case, but I've always had to shoot off and do 90 After 90, which is one of our most popular shows. I absolutely love 90 After 90, but I'm going to slightly sacrifice it on the odd occasion, because I've made a deal with the Hilton where after every home game that we win, so you know it might not might not happen very often because it's only happened once I think so far this season. The Ramble is now going to live stream from the Copthorne or the Hilton essentially after the win. And we're going to be in the Hilton streaming from there, and that is, I think, capturing the atmosphere. I've got a load of new gear for it, so I'm buzzing about that, and I'll have obviously spoken about that on Retro Ramble by the time you see this. But so today, just to give you an example, I'm on my way now to V&B Auto Centres, or a partner of the Ramble. They've supported us for a long time, and we're going to go get Mrs. Ramble's MOT done there today. So I have to edge my bets that Wilder's press is going to be this afternoon. I've left it as long as I can. We've done school run, or Mrs. Ramble's done school run with girls. I'm going to meet her there. Let's just hope it don't come up that Wilder's press is coming up anytime soon, because I'm behind, aren't I now? So I'll have to do that this afternoon. I'm scheduled to do my Retro Ramble at 12. I've got, which I'll be fine for because it's only just gone 9 o'clock now. It's a bit of a way out, to be fair, V&B for us, but I like to support them. It's not just because we get a discount, it's because they've helped us through an awful lot of stuff. When the channel got deleted, just a little side note, when the Blades Ramble got deleted by YouTube, Aaron was one of the first people to, Aaron from V&V Autos was one of the first people to reach out and say, don't worry mate, whatever happens we'll stick with you. I mean, there were no guarantee that I were coming back. There were no guarantee that I could get the channel back. Fortunately we did, but so yeah, I like to support them where I can, I suppose. So we're going to V&B Autos this morning. I've got a Retro Ramble at 12. I'm hoping that the presser is this afternoon, but we'll have to pick the girls up from school around 20 past 3. So let's hope if the presser's on at 1:30, ideally the presser will be 1:30. The presser at 1:30, then I can get on, and it's a quick one, and I can get on at 2 and I can get it done and banked, because then I can go pick the girls up, we can go get Mrs. Ramble's car, and I'll be back in time for 5:30 when I'm back on with Callum Fowler for Yorkshire's Finest, because he wants to move it forward, because he's got an FA Cup draw stream that he wants to do at 7:15. So we move that forward to 5:30, which should be fine. So we'll get that done, Yorkshire's Finest on Ramble FC, and then we're going to do because there's no time between the games, we're going to do a countdown to kick off at 7 o'clock, which I've got Matt SB coming on for. So I've got to get that organised with Matt. I've responded, he's offered whether it, it says I'll either do your video or I'll come on if you want, whatever suits you. So I've said, can you make 7? I'm just waiting for a response from him. We'll get that all sorted out as well. So that's, then I've got to, obviously, there's, in and amongst all this, there's setting up all the streams, there's getting all the spiel appropriate for each individual stream. I've got to set up for tomorrow as well. I've got the watch along of Cov, and then 90 after 90 directly after that. I've got to advertise it at all these streams on X, because I've got a decent following on X now, which is great. But I don't go on there very much because I find it can be it's a bit of a minefield at times. And then after every stream, I download them all, convert them into a podcast, and then what is going on here, pal? Thanks mate, old mate. Convert them all into podcasts, and also I've now started chopping them up into shorts and pushing those out just to get us seen by a different audience if we can. So there's all that work to do post as well. I've got to speak to my accountant today because my accounts are due in. End of my financial year is 31st of October. So yeah, it's a busy one today. It's a busy one. Right, back in Ramble HQ. Chuffing nightmare with this, honestly. Stayed in Sheffield because I thought, well, there's no point in us coming home to then get a call, because the V&B, absolutely top class, said they can get us in, next one up, so we don't have to come back again. So I mean, Mrs. Ramble went and got a coffee this morning. Slowly meandered back to VMB. It's not safe. The car's not safe to MOT. It needs a new rear axle, whatever it is. Looking at around £1,000. Shuffy now. It's only a little run round as well. Car's probably not worth £1,000. So I don't know what to do really. I don't know whether to just get it fixed, because we've fixed so many things on that car. I was saying to her today, it's like Trigger's broom. It's like it's been fixed that many times, it's not the same car. So we're either wondering, do we just pay it and then she's got a car and hopefully that's the last that we'll need to worry about it, or do we have to, you know, dip in and buy another? But we don't really want any monthly payments. That was one of the reasons it was kept as it was. She doesn't really go anywhere other than, you know, little errands and stuff like that. When we go out as a family, it's always in my car. So yeah, that's a pain in the backside. But in terms of the schedule for today, in about half an hour, I'm going to be doing the retro ramble, because it's about 11:30 now. The press conference has been confirmed for 2:30, which is good. So I'll be watching that. Then I'll be on about 3 o'clock. But that then means that I can't do the school run. Sam's not insured on my car because it's a taxi, so she's got to walk and pick him up from school. And then I'm on with Cal Fowler at 5:30, and then I'm on countdown to kick off at 7. And that means I can't do the brownie run to pick him up or drop him off from brownies either. So a bit of a nightmare, but hey ho, this is how things go, innit? You know, a day in the life and all that. See you soon. Right, so retro ramble. We've now got to move that to there and get that out of the way, because it's a little bit different in here to where when we first did it. It's completely different setup now, so let's get it all shifted around. Already in doghouse, light top floor. She won't mind. Be right. And there she is, look. We are good to go. We are back in the saddle. Come on then. I'm looking forward to this. Still need to upload a couple of things that I am going to talk about. Need to add those as things. We're live in 20 minutes and I need to advertise it as well so people know where to find us. But yeah, it's cooking. Now then, blades, this is why I don't do vlogging, because I'm useless at it. When was the last time I came to you? Were it just before we went live with Retro Ramble? If it was, went really well. Loved it. Thank you to everybody that joined us for that one. That people were so generous in what they were saying and what they were giving. Absolutely incredible. But it was just a great celebration of what we've achieved so far. So loved that. Absolutely loved it. I've put all the kitchen back together again, so wife will be reasonably happy, I hope. Then from there, I'd missed a call while I were on from the garage that's doing Mrs. Ramble's car. The estimate of £1,000 was way off. It's going to be about £2,500, and the car's not worth that. The car's not worth anywhere near that. So yeah, crap news. We're going to have to get her a new car. I'm just waiting on hearing back from them as to whether they can take it off us for scrap or something. So yeah, we'll wait and see. I might give them a ring just before they shut tonight. Then from there, we went into a hot off the presser. Not that inspiring from Chris Wilder this time round. It's not his job to inspire us, but it was sort of a little bit downbeaten for me and despondent. So we'll see how we get on tomorrow against Coventry. Top of the table, Coventry, at their place. We'll be doing a watch along for it anyway, because win, lose or draw, we'll still come back for more. And then I went in the bath. I've jumped in the bath. I've jumped out again because we're just about to go live with Yorkshire's Finest. So while I've been in bath, I've been trying to download the Retro Ramble and the Hot Off the Presser to make them into podcasts. And also I need to edit them then, turn them around, because everything gets old so quickly in what we do. Everything is like in the present moment. Nobody's going to want to watch a video on pre-Coventry after Coventry. So if I'm going to get those out as shorts and I'm going to have a chance to get them out, they need to be out before tomorrow, because after tomorrow they're useless. So I'll get that done as soon as I can. I've still got some stuff to prep for the Meet the Ramblers videos that we've been doing. But right now I'm going to jump on with Cal and do a bit of Yorkshire's Finest. Then straight after that, pretty much, we'll be on for Countdown to Kick-Off, where we've got Matt SB coming on and talking all things about this Coventry game coming up. So I'll catch you soon. Evening team. So it is about 8:30, something like that. I finished Countdown to Kick-Off about just over half an hour ago. I've now got all 3 episodes from Blades Ramble uploaded as podcasts. The Ramble FC episode with Carl of Yorkshire's Finest hasn't finished uploading to YouTube or processing on YouTube yet on Ramble FC. So I can't pull that and download that as a podcast yet until that's completed, but it's done it on the Blades Ramble. It's a lot quicker at doing it on Blades Ramble. I don't know whether that's just because of the frequency that I use it. What else have I done? I have just clipped down Countdown to Kick-Off. I know what I'm going to do for my shorts there. I need to put those together as shorts. I'll then do the hot off the presser from earlier, or all the way around. I can't remember. Countdown to Kick-Off and hot off the presser I've done. I've pulled the episodes down and I've clipped up hot off the presser, and I'm going to do Countdown to Kick-Off after that as well. So I need to push those out as shorts as well. So that will be, so I'm just going to carry on editing on my phone with that. I've now got to, I try and get in front of myself with some of these things. So I want to load up the next Countdown to Kick-Off and hot off the presser. So I need to get the pre-QPR stuff loaded in. I can't do all of that because I can't get the formations and wins losses for QPR up until I know how they've got on this week. But other things I can load in, so I can get those all set up as well. Make sure the streams are set up and ready to go. So yeah, thank you for joining me today for this behind the scenes 4 live streams. I'm tired today, as you can probably tell. Tired after that because it does take it out of you. And obviously there's a lot of built up excitement and stuff like that about hitting that amazing 10k milestone. So yeah, thank you again to everybody that supported the channel. We'll try and get a bit more uploaded to Behind the Ramble because it's a passion project of mine more than anything else. And I think I would be interested in seeing what goes on behind the scenes of a YouTube channel as well. So I'll keep you posted. I'll try and be a bit more consistent here. Obviously I can't promise anything because I haven't been very good at it so far, but stick with us. If you're not already, please like and subscribe to Behind the Ramble, and we'll catch up with you soon. Up the Blades.